win a spectacular, entertaining, back and forth game versus a young, competitive Seattle Storm team. That front court they have is going to be one to deal with for a time to come. We'll get into that, but we got to start with the Clark Show, baby. Hey, Asia Wilson, what you got to say? Y'all still want to have a meeting at All-Star break? If we have a meeting at All-Star break, let's talk about how she broke a record. The only player in WNBA history to have 40 points and 10 assists in a single game in league history. This has been going on for 30 plus years.
Tonight, the lights inside the arena did not just fade. The entire power dynamic of professional basketball fractured permanently. For the last 48 hours, the narrative had already been meticulously set. The critics had their scripts ready, the media executives had their talk tracks lined up, and the internal league whispers claimed the rookie wall had finally arrived. They wanted her contained. They needed the phenomenon to slow down so the traditional establishment could breathe again. But what happened on that hardwood tonight was not just a basketball game. It was an absolute cold-blooded execution of a system designed to see her fail before the first whistle blew. League insiders noticed something highly unusual near the scorer's table. Representatives directly connected to Adam Silver executive office were spotted in deep, hushed conversations with the officiating crew. The air was thick with tension. The instructions seemed clear. Call it tight. Do not let the game get out of hand. And whatever you do not let the rookie dictate the pace. But you can control the whistle, you can control the media rights, and you can control the corporate narrative, but you cannot control pure, unadulterated genius. When it goes completely atomic, what the world witnessed over the next 4 quarters did not just break the franchise record books, it sent an immediate wave of absolute panic straight to the league headquarters in New York. To truly understand the sheer magnitude of the history made tonight, we have to pull back, because the passive-aggressive alignment with the league veterans had been hiding in plain sight. They wanted her to pass the ball away. They wanted her to blend into the background.
40-plus points and 10 assists in a single WNBA game. One, Caitlin Clark. That's the list. She's the only one to do it ever. Gotta be real. Maybe that's the funnest game I've watched all year so far. Run. That was me at the end of the first damn quarter. At the end of the first quarter. Got the victory. 45 points for Caitlin Clark. 11 of 18. 6 of 10 from three-point range. 10 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 steals, and 2 blocked shots.
Every time she crossed half court, the defensive aggression was borderline criminal. Blindside screens, uncalled jersey tugs, and physical double teams were completely ignored by the officials on the bench. Her own coaching staff stood with their arms crossed, refusing to look the referees in the eye, refusing to demand a technical foul, and allowing their generational superstar to get battered on national television. The haters in the sports talk studios already had their tweets ready. The media setup was perfect. The league had finally figured her out, but inside the huddle during a crucial first quarter timeout, something changed in her eyes. Sources sitting directly behind the bench reported that she completely ignored the coach whiteboard drawings. She looked up at the stadium ceiling, pulled her laces tighter, and decided that if the coaching staff was not going to fight for her, and if Adam Silver referees were not going to protect her, then she would have to completely destroy the opposition.
Supposed to have 43 damn points. Caitlin nearly scored 50 damn points today. 10 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Bro, she the GOAT. I'm done talking. I want to see what Jason Whitlock and everybody got to say tomorrow. There is nothing you could say come Monday about Caitlin Clark. This game was box office. She played her heart out today. 29 minutes, 41 damn points. What is we talking about, people? What is we talking about? Fever offensive team lead. 106. Who got fouled? Monique Billings got fouled. So Monique Billings got fouled. I want to see what they saying online. I know, like, if you're a Caitlin Clark fan right now. Oh, we didn't even mention Caitlin Clark made history too. Caitlin Clark made history today. Caitlin Clark has made history today, guys.
What followed next became a three-quarter clinic of absolute psychological warfare. She did not just start shooting, she started hunting from 28 feet, 30 feet, even 35 feet out. The basketball was not even touching the rim. It was pure velvet. The arena crowd, which began with a mix of hostile rival fans, was slowly forced into a state of collective breathless shock. By the time the third quarter arrived, the defense tried everything. They tried traps, they tried doubles, but with every single deep dagger, she turned directly toward the opposing bench, looking straight into the eyes of the critics who had spent months trying to downplay her impact.
Only 74 games, Caitlin Clark becomes the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 200 career three-pointers. Put on the shirt and tie, because damn it, we mean business. We meant business today. Cheers to Caitlin Clark. 3 records broken in one game. The girl's unreal. The girl is unreal. Take a look at this here, man. Caitlin Clark, 45 points, 10 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 11 of 18 shooting, 6 of 8 from 3. Kelsey Mitchell shot way more than Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell shot the ball way more than Caitlin Clark today, and it didn't matter. Take a look at this dagger that Caitlin Clark was pulling up threes from Baghdad, pulling up threes from Carver Hawkeye Arena. Take a look at this game-sealing bomb from Caitlin Clark. Off the inbound. Come on, give me that. Look, tie game, 102-102. Ball game, give me that. Caitlin Clark, bro. She's the best to ever do this. The best ever. Nobody in the history of this game is better than Caitlin Clark. I don't care what awards you got. I don't care. Ain't nobody put it down like this. Ain't nobody in women's been this exciting.
But it was not just the scoring that broke the system tonight. It was the incredible vision driving through 3 defenders, drawing the entire stadium attention, and dropping no look behind the back passes directly into the hands of teammates who only had to stand there and catch the ball. The stat sheet was moving so fast the arena computers could barely keep up. Live broadcast commentators completely abandoned their corporate scripts. They were witnessing the first 40-plus point and 10-plus assist game in the entire history of the league. Let that sink in a league that has existed for decades, filled with legends and Hall of Famers. A heavily isolated rookie had just delivered a franchise record 45 points and 10 assists in a single night while battling her own bench. And the officials, the moment the final buzzer sounded and the scoreboard was official, the corporate panic shifted from the court straight into the executive luxury suites. You see, the league office now had a massive problem on their hands. For months, the corporate line had been that the veteran talent was superior and that the rookie was simply receiving hype. But tonight, the data officially destroyed that narrative. High-level marketing executives reportedly leaked that major network sponsors called an emergency meeting immediately after the game. The corporate sponsors were furious. They were beginning to realize that the franchise coaching staff and the league officiating decisions were actively trying to suppress the most valuable asset sports entertainment has seen in a generation.
3 steals. This was an unbelievable freaking game. Guys, I got to tell you, at times it's been tough to cover this team this year. It's been hard. There's been some awful games to sit through. Now, it wasn't all rosy. Stephanie White has got to start, at the end of games, you've got to start leaving Caitlin Clark in these games. You have got to start showing some kind of confidence in her. She made a hell of a defensive play in like the last 2 minutes. You've got to show confidence in Caitlin Clark on the floor during defensive crunch time. That was one of my major complaints tonight. Right here, Caitlin Clark becomes the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 203. This was the 203 right here. She grabbed that steal, comes down right here. She's back out, back over to her. Way downtown, boom. Boom. Knocked it down.
The broadcast ratings peaked at an unprecedented level during the fourth quarter, proving the entire sports world did not care about league politics. They cared about the phenomenon. Reports indicated that Adam Silver himself had privately expressed deep concern over how the officiating bias was being viewed on international streams. The establishment tried to protect the old guard, but by doing so they accidentally created the most dangerous force in sports, an unstoppable icon with a global fan base that now had receipts for every single injustice thrown her way. The haters who filled the internet with doubts just 24 hours earlier had completely turned off their comment sections. They could not face her anymore. They could not explain away 45 points and 10 assists against a defense that was allowed to play with maximum physical aggression.
Oh my, off the dribble, fade away three. Look at Caitlin Cook. What is we saying? All right, guys, I got to go back to the game cast. Oh, my God. They didn't let him score 105 to 106. What just happened? Fever defensive team rebound. Dribble the clock out. Dribble the clock out. Fever full timeout. She called a timeout. Okay, she already did that. She already called a timeout. She already did that. All right, going back to Caitlin Clark making history. I believe this might be a timeout. Yeah, Caitlin Clark showed up and showed out today, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. 40 ball. 40 ball, bro. Not tweeting until Caitlin Clark scored 40 with 5 assists. Caitlin Clark now has the most points in a single game by a Fever player with 41. Caitlin Clark made double history. She now has the most points in a game, more than any other Fever ever, including Kelsey Mitchell, the ball hog herself. Kelsey Mitchell played good today too. She did. I ain't gonna hold you. Clutch Clark, look. Watch this, bro. We gotta see it again, bro. Look at this. Oh my God. 107. It is over, bro. It is over. Stephanie White tried. She tried. They tried, but I believe Caitlin Clark spoke up for herself. The way Caitlin Clark spoke at that press conference, and then at the beginning of the game, the announcers was all like, yeah, the minutes restriction is not on the coaching staff, it's on the medical staff. Like, and then I looked at who the damn announcers was. I'm like, bull, he worked for the damn Fever. No wonder he's saying that. He worked for the Fever.
We are no longer tracking a rookie season. The fans across America have already made their decision regardless of what the corporate awards say at the end of the year. She has already become the undisputed MVP of the culture, the franchise, the league, and the toxic critics are now forced to make a devastating choice: clean house, remove the administrative sabotage, and protect the talent, or watch the entire league credibility collapse under the weight of its own corporate jealousy. History was written in gold tonight, and there is absolutely nothing they can do to erase it.
Tonight, she played really well tonight when she wasn't dribbling the ball. When she got into her bag, no, we don't need you dribbling the ball. But her and Caitlin combined for 75 points. Insane. Mo Billings, 16 points. Dominique Malonga dominated her all night, except the one play Monique Billings needed to get a stop down the stretch on Dominique Malonga. Your ass got it. Your ass got the one stop you needed, okay? This was a hell of a game, man. Dominique Malonga is going to be a superstar in this league for a time to come. The girl's just 20 years old. She had 28 points, 14 rebounds. Our fam, who's just 19 years old, had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. She hit 4 threes in the third quarter. That young front court is going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time in this league. The more they get, they just grow and develop. Eventually, the Seattle Storm is going to have the best front court in the WNBA between those two. That's a fact. Flaugier played a good game, 16, 6, and 6. Natisha Heidemann had 16 and 8. Jade Melbourne has 16 and 5. Indiana Fever's defense was horrible.
What is your raw, unfiltered reaction to this legendary 45-point masterclass? Do you believe tonight permanently exposed the coaching staff and the officials? Or do you think the haters will still find another excuse? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Smash that like button, hit subscribe with all notifications turned on, and share this video with every real sports fan you know. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next history-shattering update.